Hi friends, I'm Brian Cosby. This is Provide and Protect, and today we are preparing for winter. The cold weather is coming and we need to get a few things in order. And so today I want to share with you 7 things that I do every year to get ready for winter. So let's get into it. So the first thing we need to do is deal with water. So spigot covers is one thing that I do. I go around the house, put spigot covers on, making sure that the pipes inside the wall here don't burst, but we'll go ahead and put these on around the house. So if you have outbuildings, obviously you need to go ahead and make sure that the water is turned off. If your pipes, especially if your water lines are not insulated, go ahead and turn those off. I open this up just to make sure there's good airflow through there. There's no more water running through it. I've shut it off at the house, and so this is just draining out the remainder. So it's always a good idea. So the second thing to prepare for winter is making sure you've got good fuel source. For us, it's firewood. So we've got a wood stove, and so we make sure that we have seasoned firewood. Preferably you're doing this earlier in the year, or better 2 years in advance. And you're thinking about this for the coming winter, earlier in the year, like early spring or something, because you want to make sure that firewood is seasoned and dried out. So, but I've got a lot more firewood I need to stack that will be for not this winter but next winter. So I want to go ahead and do that today. But make sure that you got your fuel source. If it's propane, that your propane tanks are topped off. Whatever other fuel source you have or heat that you have. But certainly for firewood, it's a big one for us. So the third item to take care of for winter and preparing for winter is making sure that your HVAC system is working properly. So this would mean going around checking, make sure there's no odd sounds, having a qualified technician take care of any issues, changing out your air filters in your house, all those kinds of things to make sure that you don't get to the middle of the winter time and all of a sudden the heat stops working. So that's another good thing to check before winter comes. So fourth area to check and to prepare before winter is your heat lamps and any kind of other secondary auxiliary heat sources. And so we have a heater, a propane heater. We've got these heat lamps for our animals and goats and dogs and everything else. So making sure that all of that is in place. Maybe along with this is if you need to prepare your animals, that is getting extra straw or hay, that kind of thing, so they have bedding and insulation. So definitely another very helpful thing to prepare for before winter. If these are helpful for you, go ahead and smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate your support. And with that, let's get back to the video. So fifth item to check is your generators. If you've got generators and you want to have electricity, if the power goes out, make sure that this is running properly. I've got one for the house, so this will power our house or most things in the house. And so you want to make sure that you run it and run it for 20 minutes or so, making sure that that's working properly before winter comes. So sixth thing to prepare for, to get ready for winter, is to take care of your equipment, to winterize your equipment. I've got a lawnmower here, and what I've done, let's see if I can show this here, is disconnect the battery. I don't want that just to drain, that battery to drain all winter long. So disconnect that. Same with other equipment that you might have. And your chainsaws, stuff like your chainsaws and other equipment you might have. It'd be that time to do it. I always love to go ahead and also do any kind of oil changes and sharpening of lawnmower blades at this time of year. I just hate when I get into the springtime and I'm ready to go mow. The grass is growing and all that, and then I'm just behind, and I got to take time at that point to sharpen blades and change oil. So it's always good to have backup of oil kits and things you might need for tune-ups and things. But that's one of the things that I do to prepare in winter, is just make sure that everything is winterized and packed up, ready to go in the spring. So final thing to prepare for the coming winter is making sure that your chimney pipes, I've got one up here, chimney pipes are cleaned out. If it's been a few years since you cleaned out your chimney pipes, if you got a wood stove or fireplace or something, make sure that's cleaned out so you don't start a fire. And that way you'll be ready to go for the cold winter nights. That's going to do it, friends. Thanks so much for joining me today. I love the wintertime. I love sitting by the fire, reading, all those kinds of activities. And I hope this has been helpful for you. If you've not already done so, please consider hitting that like button and also subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you and your support, and we'll see you in the next video.